Good morning and welcome to another short devotional for Black Rock Baptist Church and also Morristown Baptist Church. Happy New Year! And on this January the 1st, 2024, I want to talk to you about choosing to trust God in 2024. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7, it says there, it was by faith that Noah built a large boat to save his family from the flood. He obeyed God and warned him about things that had never happened before. You know, faith is obedience when you don't understand it. In just the New Testament alone, there are over 1,000 commands, and they are all for our benefit. God says things like, love your enemies, forgive the people who hurt you. Those aren't easy things. There are a lot of commands in the Bible that seem unreasonable, that seem difficult, that seem unrealistic and unachievable or even impossible. But when God says these things, He's not being difficult or mean. He says it because He knows it's best. And He knows what will make you happy. He knows more than you do what will make you happy. Every time God tells you to do something, it's a test of faith. The question is this: do you trust God or do you trust your gut? Do you trust the Word of God or do you trust the world? We're starting a new year and there are important questions to ask. How will we answer them in 2024? Will we trust God or will we do what we think we should do? What we think or what others think, regardless of God's direction? Will we trust the Word of God or will we trust what the world says we ought to do? As a child, did your parents ever ask you to do something that at the time seemed unreasonable to you, and then you ask them, why should I do this? And they say, because I said so. Looking back at some of those things your parents told you to do because they said so, wasn't it the right thing? Mostly it was. Can you see in hindsight how they were wise? God will say the same thing the rest of your life, not just when you're a child. When we're 80 years old, God's going to be saying, I want you to do this. And we're going to go, why? That doesn't make sense. And God will say, because I said so. It's a test. Faith is believing when you don't see, but it's also believing when you don't understand. If you do not learn to obey, you'll miss out on so many blessings in life that God has in store for you. But if you learn to do what God tells you to do without question, even when it seems absurd and the exact opposite of your natural tendency, then you're going to grow in faith and you're going to be blessed. Let's make responding in faith our focus for 2024. God bless and have a wonderful day. Let's continue to exchange prayers daily.